Hey there, Michelle, Chief Groovy Officer, and I want to share with you that I am greeting you from Sligo, Ireland. And I ended up here based on a journey that started actually during the pandemic. Actually, it started during the pandemic. This particular journey started during the pandemic. And what I learned during the pandemic is that I didn't want to pivot. I wanted to stay in hotel site selection and contract negotiations, and I've been doing 100% commission sales since 2005. So through when the pandemic first started, I knew how to tighten my belt. I do things when commissions aren't coming in the way that I'd like them to, like I'll stop drinking alcohol because that's a luxury, and if funds are tight or going to be tight, then I don't drink alcohol. I go from Chanel to Maybelline, those sorts of things. And I figured all that out really early on. And then as I shared with you, I didn't want to pivot. So I decided to Airbnb my condo for the weekends, and I couch surfed with friends. And while I was couch surfing with friends, I ended up dog sitting for a friend of mine who's retired and has a lovely home in Del Mar and beautiful panoramic views of the Pacific Ocean. And there's a local bar that I like there. I really like their food. It's called the Pillbox in Solana Beach. And while I was there, I was bellied up to the bar grabbing dinner. And there were some gentlemen asking me if I was from the area, and if you're San Diego natives, I'm actually from Pacific Beach, and Solana Beach and Del Mar are better neighborhoods. Not that Pacific Beach is a bad neighborhood, and not that it's low-end real estate, but they're better neighborhoods, and I didn't want to misrepresent myself. So I shared with them that I was from Pacific Beach, and they asked what brought me up to Solana Beach, and I told them, and they said, well, are you getting paid? And I said, well, no, they're my friends, and furthermore, I'm pretty sure I'm getting the better end of this deal. My friends have, again, a lovely home, a wonderful dog. They're walking distance to the village of Del Mar. It was a great experience. And they shared with me that that sounded like this website called TrustedHousesitters. And I did some research and I looked at it. And what you do is you spend a small fee if you want to do what it is that I'm doing, which I am house/dog sitting for a woman in Sligo, Ireland. She's actually going back to the States with her boyfriend for a family wedding and then checking out some other areas, including Nashville. Anyhow, I decided I'm going to go a little step further. This year, when I was putting together my vision board, Ireland was on the list. And I've done some pretty big vacations, and I did them during the pandemic. As I said, I was able to manage my personal expenses, but to keep my business going, things like my website, things like my emails, my CRM system, to keep all that going. That's why I Airbnb'd my condo. And the thing that happened was when the economy started to come back, I knew that money was coming forward, but if you're familiar with how we get commissioned in our industry, it's not until programs actually consume, and once they consume, if the hotel is really on top of it, we'll get paid within 30 days, but oftentimes it's closer to 45 days, maybe even 60 days before we actually see money. But before my business really came back full, I had time. So then I incurred a little bit of credit card debt to do some wonderful vacations, including going to the UAE to visit some friends of mine, and experienced Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and went to the F1 races. That was a pretty fun excursion. And Expo 2020, which was the World's Fair in Dubai. And if you want to do a World's Fair pretty big, go ahead. Do it in Dubai whenever it circles back that way. And then I turned 60, so I did some other fun things to celebrate my 60th birthday, including going to Machu Picchu and the Amazon, and spent about 3 weeks in Peru, and then I did another fun thing for my 60th birthday, and I went to Burning Man, and anyhow, those things put a little bit of a dent in my credit card. So this year, I wasn't gonna take a vacation because I don't wanna keep incurring debt. As I shared with you, I turned 60. That's not a good thing to do when you're nearing retirement. So I thought, well, Ireland is a place that I'd like to go, and I'd like to experience it like a local. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing Trusted House Sitters. I'm in Ireland until the middle of July, and then I head over to England, and I have 3 more house sitting gigs. And so far, it's going spectacular. It's going absolutely spectacular. And I just thought I'd take a moment to share with you a little bit about my journey. Thanks for listening. More to come. Stay tuned.